Hey, Hall.
Hey, Kat. Hey, honey. Thanks for joining.
Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can make you a host. So if people come in, you can approve them also. We might get a lot at one time.
Right, sure. Let me put this up here.
Oh, it just gave you all of them, didn't it?
Uh, yeah, let's see. Which ones are on the
You
panel, I guess?
yeah, you can actually just give it back to me, Hall. I thought it would allow us both to be host at once, but I'll just take care of that.
How do I give it back to you?
If you click on my name and the three dots on the far right corner, it says the
Oh, okay. There it is. Okay. I'll make you host. Great. And like I say, I'm looking for the ones that are
yeah,
speaking so we can check
yeah.
them off first and do the mic
I
check.
have the list here, so I just have to go through all of them very quickly.
Okay.
Uh, Irma. Oh, no, that's not. Oh, yes, I believe that's him. No? Oh, yeah. Okay. So we have um Munjins who just arrived. So
Yeah,
let him in.
let's bring him in. Abdullah Al-Jaf. Hi, Abdullah. Thanks for joining.
Need-
Yeah, thanks for joining. We wanted to welcome you to the preparation time. We'd like to test out your uh, screen and your presentation, your audio visual. You can launch your slides and let's test your mic to make sure it's working. That'll make it go smoother there in a moment.
Good day, Mr. Hall. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for joining. How are you today?
All is good. Thanks for this opportunity.
You bet. And after that, we'll go to Farah. Farah, you'll be next. We just want to check your microphone and audio visual to make sure it's working. Hey, Farah, thanks for joining.
Hello,
Hello, yes. Let's see, Ahmed Fatih.
all is good. You can hear me?
I hear you fine. Abdullah's actually going to launch his slides and show us the screen, and then we'll have you go second.
Yeah, sure.
Mohammed Ahmed.
Hey everyone.
Hey, Mustafa, thanks for joining. We're just starting the mic
Absolutely.
checks.
Cool. Hey Abdullah, hey Hani.
All is good.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Mustafa.
أهلا وسهلا.
Can you
Hey,
see my
Jen.
screen? It's going well?
Yes, we can.
Yeah,
If you could just put in full screen mode at the time of the presentation, but other than that, it's ready to go.
hey Jack.
Hey, good
So,
afternoon, everyone. Good evening.
hey, Jack, thanks for joining.
It looks
Looks
great.
good, Abdul. Next, let's have Farah test her slides out. Farah, if you want to
Yeah,
launch yours.
sure.
And don't see we see it now. If you want to put it in full screen mode, advance once.
This is
Uh,
good.
yeah, yeah, you can
That's perfect.
advance it.
This is the full screen. Is it
Yeah, but I
fine?
mean, go to the next slide.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it works. Okay, great. That's working there. I think we're in good shape on that. Let's see. Abdullah Alasani. No. Looking for anybody, any other presenters coming in. I think we have some that are watching here in a moment. We'll see. Mohammed Ahmed. Mohammed Ahmed, Tech. You want to launch your slides and kick off and show us the audio video? Mohammed Ahmed, Tech. Are you able to launch your slides? You may be multitasking here. Um, those are the presenters we have so far. Let's see. Abdullah Hadi, which company are you with?
Hello, March Social.
Much so. So. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and have you test out your slides and
Okay, sure.
go and launch your slides and full screen, advance. Your audio sounds fine. And we see it now. I guess you can put it in full screen mode.
Okay.
Ah, very good. Advance one slide. Yeah, that's it. That's looking good. We'll have you coming up here very shortly as well. You'll be the third presenter today.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Uh, is Mohammed Ahmed here with us yet? Offentech? Offentech? Okay. Next up, we have Ermik Adabek. Ermik, you want to test out your slides?
Sure.
Thank you for joining us today. Looking forward to it. And
Here we go.
we see your slides, and we see it advancing. Your audio sounds good as well. Did you have any questions for me?
No,
Okay, good.
thank you.
We'll have you go second today. First up will be Farah E. Green Badge. So, and each company will get 5 minutes to pitch, 5 minute Q&A. You do need to stay on time. If we get past 5 minutes, we will have to cut it off, go to the fundraise ask, and then go to the Q&A, as we have quite a few presenters today. But with that, let's go to our next presenter of 21 Doctors, Osama Almabroth. Can you
Yes,
launch your
I'm
slides
here.
and test them out?
Yes, I'm here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Osama, I'm joining you through for 21 Doctors.
Great. Can you launch your slides and let's test out the audio video? Your audio is fine. It's just want to make sure the slides are showing up
The
well.
video, yeah, but because I'm just joining it through the mobile now, when I arrive, I will join it through the laptop. Okay, but
Okay.
you can see. You can see.
Okay.
I'll join it through the laptop when I arrive the place. Okay. So my presentation, I will present it through the laptop.
Very good. All right. We'll wait to see you in a little bit. With that, let's go to
Thank you.
Paul Lally. Paul, if you want to launch your slides and show us the audio video,
Oh,
we'd like to test it out.
sure, I'm here. Hey, Hol, how you doing?
Doing good, doing good. Look forward to catching up.
Hey, pleasure. Yeah, hang on. I'll just do it now. 1 second.
Okay.
Allow. Yeah. All right, this work.
And we see it. Can you go to full screen and advance one slide? Okay, looks good. Did you have any questions for us?
Not really. I'm looking forward to, the big session and seeing who attends too. But looking forward to it.
Very good.
You're all based in the US?
Yes, we're based in Austin, Texas. Yes, we are
Okay,
here in the US.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then who else has arrived?
Hassan from ABA.
Well, we still have Mohammed Ahmed that's here, but I don't know if he's tested his slides yet. Ofintech.
He has been unresponsive as far,
Okay.
but we do have Hassan here.
Hello, yes.
Hassan?
This is Hassan, yes. Aisha should be here, but I'm representing AFA now.
Which company is this? Oh,
AVA,
Ava.
AVA, yes.
Okay, go ahead and test your slides out.
I think he said he's here for support.
Ava.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not here for. Aisha couldn't do it, so I will be
Oh, okay, no problem.
representing him. All right.
Okay, so you're not presenting today.
Aisha is not representing. I'm representing. I'm the co-founder. She's the founder. I'm the co-founder.
I get you. Okay, very good then. We'll wait for that then.
Can you see my screen? Is it working well?
Yes, it looks great.
Yeah,
We
we
would
see it.
recommend being in presentation mode.
Okay.
Yep,
Is it
looks
working
great.
well? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Badr, want to thank you for joining us today, helping us put this together. We'll have you on the host panel here shortly. Did you have any questions for us, Badr?
No, not so far.
All right.
Thank you, man.
Very good. Uh, Ahmed Fatih. Okay, Dr. Ahmed Fadi wants to join Kat.
Oh, yes. Let me allow.
I think we're using the mobile and the desktop at the same time.
Hello, I'm already joined.
Yes, we see you there. Did you want to test out your slides?
Yeah, just 1 minute, please.
Okay.
Is it clear now?
It looks good. Thank you for that. Your audio sounds good as well.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Oh, so Shesh will be here soon. Is anybody here from ARIB? Arib? Is anybody here from SARSAT X? Is anyone here from Gitar? Okay.
We do have someone in from Balor.
Yeah, Balor, Abdullah Wab, you want to test out your slides and let's see how they look.
Hi everyone.
Hi there.
To share my screen from my side or?
Yes, we're just doing an audio video check to make sure
Of
it comes up and it's no problem.
course. I think you can see the screen right now, right?
Yes, we can. It looks good and the audio looks good or sounds good, so I think we're in good shape there.
Okay.
Bella. H. All right. And then who else joined? Dr. Ahmad Fati, who are you with? What company? You're with Medix?
I'm the CEO of Medix, yeah.
Yes. And so you're presenting today?
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to test out your slides, or you already did that?
Yeah, I already did.
Okay, you're good. Okay, great.
But I didn't know in which order.
You're going to be near the end after Balor. So the last one is Balor, then you after that. Ahmed. Fati Medics. Abinab, you want to test out your slides? We have time for Abhinav, are you with Guitar?
Yes, hi, I'm attending.
Great. Are you attending or presenting?
Yeah, both.
Okay. You want to test out your slides? We just want to launch, make sure you can launch and use them there.
Okay, let me 1 second. I will share my screen.
Oh, Bahar is in the waiting room. Can you
It's
let him
working.
in?
I've
It's
let him
coming
in.
up.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. So Abhinav, yours looks good. Tawik. Traffic. Okay. We are almost at the top of the hour now. We have 1 more minute, then we'll kick off. We'll do introductions from the hosts, and then we'll uh, go to the next stage here with it. Anybody here have any questions before we kick off?
We've got some in the waiting room. Can you just let them in?
Should I let everyone in?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just having a question, if you allow me, about the timing of the pitch.
Yes. So what we're going to have is everybody gets 5 minutes to pitch, 5 minutes of Q&A. The panelists that we've designated will ask the questions. Everyone else can put questions into the chat box if they like. So with that, when you get to the end of your 5 minutes, I'll be timing it. If you're still going, we will have to stop and just take your fundraise ask. Your ask is a number, not a story. Just give us the number and then we'll go into Q&A. We have quite a few presenters today, so we will need to stay on time. We will have future sessions in which you can come back and give updates as well. Any questions before we kick off, guys? All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining today. We're going to have an event here from 10 Capital MENA, which is Middle East North Africa, where we are going to run a pitch session to give companies in the MENA region access to U.S. investors and other investors as well. We'll get feedback and potentially some introductions for a follow-on with that. So with that, let me introduce or have our team introduce themselves. I am Hall Martin. I'm the CEO of 10 Capital. We're based in Texas, and we work primarily in the U.S., but now expanding into international regions. We have an investor network of angel VC family offices, and we invest on a term sheet called the 3X and 3. For those that are interested, we can have a separate discussion about that. With that, let me pass it off to Mustafa. Can you tell us more about yourself, Mustafa?
Okay, appreciate it, Hall. Thanks for everyone. My name is Mustafa. You can call me Mo. I'm based out of Cairo, Egypt. I've been in the industry for the last decade, and I'm putting this event together because I believe in the capabilities and the entrepreneurs in the Middle East. And I'm very looking forward to hearing all your pitches. Thank you.
Great. Next, we have Jack Whalen of Vitality Capital. Jack, can you tell us about yourself and your fund?
Yeah, very nice to meet everyone. Looking forward to the pitches. But I'm also based in Austin here. I know Hall for my time in venture and with a brand new fund called Humanity Capital. But Vitality was, we just rebranded. But that's a $350 million fund coming together focused on healthcare, energy, media. Based out of Abu Dhabi as far as the domicile goes. The original plan was for the offices to be in Dubai, but we weren't, we've got a distributed team. Obviously some instability right now, making that a bit of a question, but as far as fund closing, still targeting April 15th, and very much interested in, we want all of our companies, it doesn't necessarily have to be Middle Eastern founders, but we want to work with Middle Eastern founders, helping them break into the US, and then vice versa. Just using our network and access across the GCC to help, if it's a US-based founder, but they have a product or service that really benefits the region, we want to help them that way too. So very much looking forward to all the pitches.
Great. Badr, you want to tell them more about yourself and Startup House?
Yeah, thank you so much, Hall. I'm Badr Dibani, a co-founder at Startups House. I've been in the field of finance and investment for the past 25 years or so. Honestly, this is a huge opportunity for all of us because today we position ourselves as a market aggregator for startups slash ecosystem enabler and investor. Today we are bridging the gap between the US investors and Saudi MENA startups. And this is, I think it's a huge step in the market, and I'm looking forward to it. Pretty excited. So good luck, guys.
Great. Is Bahar bin Mohammed here yet? Okay. We also have from Hala Capital, Alanaf Al-Zamel. Alanaf, can you tell us more about yourself and your fund?
Hi, hello, Hal, and hello, everyone. This is Al-Hanaf Al-Zamel, Investment Associate at Hala Capital. So, we formerly known as Hala Ventures, but we got the license last year and we become Hala Capital. So we're spanning venture capital and private equity. We closed our last fund with around 20 startups in our portfolio. Currently, we are in a progress to launch our new fund this year. We will focus in specific industries, which is logistic, AI, PropTech, InsurTech.
Great. Thank you for that. And so we'll have Alanaf, Jack, and myself, and Bahar asking the questions. Again, everyone else in the audience, if you have questions, please put them in the chat box. If you're presenting, feel free to answer those questions after your presentation. Any questions before we kick off with our first presenter?
Yeah, just a quick note. Bahar is having an issue with the mic. He actually cannot hear anything.
Okay.
I would recommend that he restarts his computer or his system because that happened to me yesterday. A quick restart should fix it.
Okay. We'll do that. With that, let's go ahead and have our first presenter come up. We have with us first Farah of eGreen Badge. Farah, if you want to kick off and launch your slides, you'll have 5 minutes to pitch, and we'll then have the questions, and the others will catch up as they go along.
Sure, thank you. Hello, everyone. Is my screen there?
Yes, we can. We see it.
Okay, hello, everyone. My name is Farah. I'm the founder of eGreen Badge, the system that turns waste into data powering circular economies. At eGreen Badge, we focus on solving a critical and specific part of waste problem. Waste problem is a global problem, it's a historical problem, and despite all the billions being spent annually on waste management, waste is still not effectively recovered or tracked. And we can see the responsibility is shifting. Governments are pushing corporate community to be part of the solution. As a result, we see trillions of dollars being invested in ESG and sustainability. The problem is there is no system to track and measure the action required from corporate. The circular economy is a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity, and to capitalize on it, there is 3 gaps to overcome: infrastructure, behavior, and data. When we looked at these 3 gaps, we saw that we don't need 3 separate systems to solve them. We need one system, one integrated solution. And this is what we did. We built one system connecting consumers, businesses, and recyclers, the main stakeholder when it comes to waste. And by digitizing the entire process, we enabled real-time tracking of waste movement. And we make it possible for sustainability investment to be measurable and verified. Our system works through 3 core layers: the application, the bin, and the dashboard. It's all start with eGreen Badge app, where users can log their waste and are guided to recycle it. Here, we unlocked a new data set, a real consumer behavior data about what is being consumed and disposed. And in this journey, our system assigned digital identity for every waste item so we can track it after disposal. After that, the users are guided to the physical bin location, and the movement between the users and the bin, it's all tracked, measured, and translated into real-time insight through eGreen Badge dashboard. This is packaging end-of-life data, where brands like Amazon, P&G, and government can have access to ESG, EPR, and Scope 3 reporting in real time. This is not a concept. We are live operational here in Dubai. Our technology is onboarded on 102 recycling bins. We have so far 421 verified waste drops. That means that our system assigned 421 digital identity for different waste items, and we track them from household disposal all to second life. We have so far 269 active users. We launched officially in October 2025, and we are an official participant on the UAE National EPR pilot. We did all of this investing only $75,000. And here are some logo of our partners here in Dubai. The team behind this is me, Farah. I'm the founder and the CEO. I come from business and technology background. I worked in business development for 14 years in different countries in different sectors. My partner and the CTO is Fadi. He runs his own AI and web house in Jordan. We have Raji for ESG and sustainability. Raji founded the sustainability department in Aramex 30 years ago. We have Zaina for research from Ipsos, and we have Ahmed for finance and investment from PFK. Today, we are extending our pre-seed round. We already raised 120K, and now we are asking for 250K more. This capital will be invested in marketing and sales to scale our user base and to secure our first paying SaaS client. Thank you.
Great presentation, Farah. Jack Whelan, what's your first question?
Oops, the mute button there. No, Farah, love it. This is actually something that I used to work for a managed service provider, and I was the marketing and sales guy. But this was a very common project that we would have. Last one I can remember was like Ethan Allen was replacing, 2,500 laptops or something, and there's actually quite a bit of savings to be had doing it through like a certified e-waste recycler. But is that my understanding there correct that this is strictly about old laptops, cell phones, etc.? When you first opened up the page, I didn't know if it was going to be something about like tracking the activities that Procter and Gamble might be doing along the way to come to a full product. And so I know I'm kind of combining a few things here, but the reason I'm asking is because of the Food Safety Modernization Act coming into effect in 2027, but it's specifically for food products that you have to be able to have the traceability that, this bale of cinnamon or whatever sat in this warehouse at this temperature for this many days, then it was checked for quality by this person, then it went onto a boat. That is going to be enforced on people importing food into the US. I think there's something similar in Europe. But I guess let me
your
pause
question
there.
is?
It's more about the it's more about the e-waste, right? Not about food.
No, actually, it's not e-waste only, and it's not food. So this is a Scope 3 emission. That means it's package end of life. So it's every and each package, shampoo package, Amazon package, e-commerce package. This is because again, we're solving the corporate problem. We are helping them to track this because they have demand to report this.
Yeah.
So it's plastic, cardboard, metal, glass, any package for
any
water,
packaging.
wine, e-commerce package, anything.
Could you just run through exactly what the app part is doing on that where you had the flywheel? I didn't quite understand.
So the application has AI feature. This AI feature, our users, they scan their waste. So if it's Amazon package, they scan the Amazon package. The AI read, this is Amazon, this is cardboard, this is its size, and we give it a digital identity, and then we track it through the whole system.
Very cool. Very cool.
We can tell Amazon in Dubai in the last 3 months there is 100 package that went to recycle, and now they are like cardboard cups, for example. This is what we can do. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. That's
Great.
you know, to most people it's just trash.
Right. And Al Hanaf, what is your question?
If you could share, Farah, a real example or case study, or case study for a product or a material that you recycle through your platform.
So as I mentioned, we can take Amazon books as example. Now you have eGreen Badge app. You received Amazon books. You go to the app camera and then you scan the box, and then the application register that this Amazon box from this user, which is you, it was logged already as logged waste. Then when you have more than one box or more than like recyclable items, then you scan them all. So now the system knows that these waste is already logged. Then when you need to drop them for recycling, you access the map feature in the app and you find the nearest bin to you. This is the bins that our technology onboarded on. You find the bin and then you drop these packages. So now our system tracked that this Amazon box that you bought, then you dropped it to recycling. Then when our recycling partners come and pick this collection, they also send us in the same system that they picked this collection in this time. So again, we know the journey. So it's more of, let's say, in a very like a brief sentence, it's waste movement data. We track waste from household disposal all into its second life. And it's a brand, like it's identified with a brand. So we can tell Amazon, we can tell the shampoo brand, we can tell the Pepsi, we can tell them about the items because again, the AI identify the brand.
And when I provide or when I provide my products, I will get a money or it will be free?
So
As
we
a
have
end
rewarding
user.
system for our users. Yes, we have rewarding system. They can collect point with every drop and they can unlock rewards.
Great. And we are at our 10 minutes. Thanks so much, Farah, for a great presentation. As we come to our next presenter, I'd like to introduce another investor for the panel, Shailesh Shaven of Ingenious Global. Shailesh, can you tell us more about yourself and your fund?
Hi, everybody. This is Dr. Shailesh Chavan. I'm focused on a physician as well as biotech, pharma researcher, and now building our venture studio focused on early stage, so pre-seed, seed investments in health tech, life sciences, so diagnostics, med tech, AI in R&D tools. So we invest in anywhere, starting from $500,000 to 2 million checks. And so we made 7 investments so far. Excited to hear. In terms of the question, I'm super interested in understanding, especially for medical waste, or sort of if you have some case studies or projects that you actually done in healthcare setting, or so hospital or pharma.
Actually, not yet. Can I answer? Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Hal. Actually, not yet. For now, we don't have for medical, but it's there, in our vision. We just started, so we didn't actually activate it yet for this specific sector. Thank you.
Great. Thank you for that. Our next presenter is Kids AI. Ermic, if you could launch your slides and kick off when ready.
Hello, everyone. Now I'll take you to Kids World.
So kids are already using AI tools, but the issue is, do they understand? And like with all this AI hype and everything, I think we should look into, are we going to leave the world to AIs or the children? If we want children to control that, we need to make them understand. So as Kids AI, we are building Oli, an IP-led gamified AI platform for children. Oops, I can now move to the second page, sorry. Yeah. As the founding team, we mainly have the children's media domain expertise, having worked with like UN agencies, major broadcasters, and we are both second-time founders. I used to live in Kenya working with UN agencies for the past 8 years, and my co-founder, Tulin, joined from BBC Children and Education, where she was the head of business. So the problem here is, according to World Economic Forum, 65% of today's kids will be working in jobs that doesn't exist. And countries are making AI literacy mandatory because it's a skill like maths and reading today. And our solution to that is basically an IP-based solution, because kids only use and consume things that they love. So in the story, we designed a whole TV show with amazing artists like Mike Dosset, who did Madagascar, Angry Birds. And in that story, these two kids, Zoe and Minjun, are building an AI-powered robot in their garage. And this is, for now, is in YouTube, but in the next stages now, we're going to start pitching it to the broadcasters. And when it comes to our product, this is a gamified AI cognitive skills platform. Basically, it's a Unity game with AI-powered tools. And in the story, these kids live in a place called Sparkhaven, and everything in this town work with AI. But of course, there are issues like weather systems fail and things happen, and children users are becoming the human in the loop to solve these problems. So they are becoming part of the story. And how we position it is like Duolingo for AI reasoning, but as the structure, it's like an Angry Birds game structure and the marketing structure. Because story-led IP creates habit, retention, and scale. For kids, we are creating a role kids want to come back, not a tool given to them just to study and like do things. In our business model, we are starting with schools and extracurricular providers because it's an urgent need, with AI literacy being mandatory and parents are asking for that. Then we are going to families to scale in the B2C version. By the time like the IP will mature and it will create an engine by itself by bringing the viewers. For now, we are piloting in more than 20 schools across 3 continents in UAE, UK, and Kenya, with 2,000 schools from May. From summer, we have signed MOUs to start our first paid rollouts, and our target is to be in 70 schools, while we are also doing all these broadcaster deals at the moment. And in the market, there are either very entertainment tool or very school tools. How we position ourselves is the combination of Duolingo, Tokaboka, and Tinker. Like Tinker reached 150,000 schools. Tokaboka have 1 billion downloads. So we're positioning education entertainment tools somewhere in between. And in our go-to-market strategy, as I mentioned, it's 3 continents, but of course, with the situation in UAE, now we started getting interest from the US market, and we are exploring that. And in our revenue projections, by the first year, we're going to 70 schools. By the next year, we're looking into being 660 schools and many more extracurricular providers. Extracurricular market is 120 billion market all over the world, and there is a huge demand from that market. We raised our angel round. We have now our first committed institutional investment, and we're raising to almost 350 the rest of it. And thank you.
Great presentation.
Right on time with 5 seconds.
Right on time. Alanov, what is your first question?
Thank you so much. I have no questions.
Okay, great. Let's go to Shailis. What questions do you have?
Yeah, this great presentation. I'm just curious in terms of your so far the partnerships. What are the lessons? What's sticking? What's not? Across. Is it the gamification, the culturally sensitive and sort of education piece? Is it are you building this specifically for kids who are you know that need attention, or how do you see the future of this sort of I'm excited about this because we actually have a company in Dubai that's focused on the autism ADHD space, so in pediatric setting. So just curious about your vision and focus.
So in the initial product, we are not targeting neurodivergent children. It's going to come in the later stages. I have long experience, especially working with UNICEF in several projects, working with different abilities and everything. But initially, it's not the main target. But what we have seen from schools, our first idea was more like more generative AI focused tools. But what we have seen with all these school interviews that schools have already tried a couple of these Gen AI tools like RileyBot and Mizu, and they said that they have seen lots of issues with that and they don't want that. That's why we removed, we had this Ask Oli part, which was giving mainly the factual information, which we already built. But seeing that whole resistance from schools, we cut it. In the later stages, in the Spark Haven, there will be a creative lab where kids can go and use generative visual tools, AI visual tools, and then we will look into how else we can introduce.
Great. And with that, let's go to our third investor, Jack Whelan. What questions do you have?
Hey, Ermak, thank you so much. This is I worked with a very similar company over the last couple of years called Mask Next Gen. That's more on the digital identity, which I would say is like a precursor to cybersecurity. Not how many characters do you need in your password, but how do you identify that something weird might be happening and you should be on alert. Very similar go-to-market model going through the districts. What I actually think there'd be an interesting co-sell there because they've got quite a few clients in India just breaking into the Middle East. Maybe we can chat afterwards. But I was going to ask, initially when you were showing the first couple slides, it's like a short series on YouTube, and that's kind of pre-marketing. And then you are going to go to the networks, the vision being this goes to Netflix or an Amazon, right? What were you showing anything for that in the revenue projections of what is attributable to this as a show and the IP-based revenue versus, I guess it's all IP-based revenue, right? But versus your SaaS users through the districts. I assume parents would have some sort of subscription they could pay to get access and see progress of the kids. Because it seemed like that just kind of went away as the slides went forward, and it is a lot. My girlfriend's a film producer, so a lot of work that goes into getting something
Jack,
out in front of a network.
So IP business, that's why it's great that you're asking that question. But what we have seen is whenever we pitch this to people, whenever they've seen there's a Unity game, there is media side, it was oh, it's too many things. Actually, it's the same thing, just different kind of monetization. Definitely, we have it in the business model because there are IPs right now which worth billions of dollars. Bluey, a 7-year-old IP, only the retail income is over $10 billion. So it can turn into a whole big engine itself, and that's the whole idea. Because we have lots of experience with licensing, merchandising, but in this deck, we didn't show. We are not showing that. In the report and in the financials, we have those. AVOD, SVOD sales. And also, whenever you sell the IP, sometimes broadcaster comes in and they also take from the territorial IP rights and so on. It's very hard to model it at this point. But we have two different kind of content. The short ones are also connecting with the games, it's What is AI? You can also watch in YouTube, by the way. I can send you the link. Okay, done. I cannot answer more.
Okay, good answer there. Appreciate that. We are at the end of our time. Thank you so much for that. So let's go to our next presenter, Moosh Social. If you can launch your slides and kick off when ready.
Hello, everyone. My name is Abdul Hadi, and I represent Mush Social. So in March Social, we're trying to solve a problem that is there are too many big venues, but the problem is it is physically connected. The visitors can explore things, but they are virtually not connected. So when we created Marsh, we called it the social of places. And to solve this problem, we created a timeline where you can talk with other users in the same spot. And we also connect it with a map, virtual map. If these places pay us, subscribe to us, we create them like indoor navigation. Otherwise, it's going to be just the timeline. And to maximize the experience for all people, we associate with a system we call the Reach, which the auto translation for everything that is posted. Our unique value proposition is that we are location based, and we have the multi-language UX, also the map, and we distinguish some accounts to give them more access. Also, it is a platform that we call social commercial mix. What makes us different is that we've been into this business since 2021, and we launched our app back in 2022. We have reached 500,000 users so far, and we do have innovative business model, and we're kind of good into when it comes to graphics. This is kind of this is supposed to be like motion, but because I turned this into PDF. So on the left, you can see the timeline where it's represent businesses and connected to people. Like let's say KFC, when they offer something, they offer to people like nearby them. On the right, you can see the general map of our app, but in any of these places, as we said, subscribe to us, we can make it much bigger for them. Like we create exact gamified buildings to these places. The market opportunity is huge. Globally, it's almost trillion and a half. Regionally, it's more than 400 billion US dollars, and locally, it's surpassed 10 billion. And the total users around the globe almost 5 billion, and they spend average 4 hours daily. Our business model is through purchases. What we mean by that is, let's say I went to a stadium and I found Burger King is offering their services in that stadium. I can see their menu in the timeline. I can order from them, and they prepare my order. I go to pick it up fast and easy. Mush would charge me $1 extra. Also, we do the advertisement on the timeline, and in the map promotions, we charge $4 a daily for companies. Hourly for businesses. Revenues, we can make money out of timeline advertisement in the timeline, and in corporate ads. What we mean by corporate ads is when we advertise inside the timeline of these venues. Also, the good example always the stadiums. Whenever the fans purchase anything, we charge them from there, and the map promotions. Our traction, we surpassed 500,000 users. Our daily active users almost 20,000. Monthly, we surpassed 50,000 users, and our users interact daily more than 170,000. and we made so far 250,000 Saudi riyals. These revenue came from
We do
verifying.
need to go ahead and close and go to your fundraise ask.
Okay. Our ask is 3.5 million. We have secured 1 million so far, and that's it.
Great, thank you. Shailesh, what is your question?
Yeah, pretty interesting model. I think you mentioned about the revenues. First thing, in terms of the ask, could you maybe speak to what are the terms in terms of your valuation, and then is this the first raise? And
Okay, sorry. Yes. So we are now in seed round, and it is safe note, and we have at 13.3 million US dollars.
Okay.
Great, thank you. Al-Hanaf, what is your question?
Actually, I'm thinking about what is your value proposition compared to other social media platforms?
Okay, so let's say we always use the stadium as a good example. We offer our services for airports, universities, theme parks, and stadiums and malls. Like when you go there, Mosh would work as the virtual space that connect people in the same spot. So when you go to a stadium, you can scan your ticket, and it tells you where your seat. Then the team ultras or the manager, team management, the fans, they can control the fans. They can vote for the best player, and we maximize the experience of the fans when they go to the stadiums.
Clear, thank you.
Great. And Jack, what is your question?
I think kind of following on there, I was going to say, how congratulations on having the revenue and everything, really cool. But my initial thought, I was like, this would be a really hard place to compete. Like, how do you bring users over versus people that are finding about things on TikTok, Instagram, whatever? Can you tell us a little bit about like your marketing story? What's been the user attraction strategy?
Okay, so far we've reached the 500,000 users, mostly word of mouth, but we target like clubs, and so far we have partnered with Alinma Bank. They are temporarily owning one of the biggest stadium here in Saudi. So we tell them that we are offering you guys the next or the futuristic stadium experience. And we also in advanced talk with one of the largest malls in the region called the Riyadh Avenues. So we used to like talk like B2C, but we kind of in the mid of 2025 we started talking to B2B, because convincing one guy saying yes would bring you a lot of users.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
Yes.
And I should have said in my introduction, I was born in Dhahran in Saudi, so.
Okay.
Okay, great. That's the end of our time. Thank you so much. Let's go to our next presenter, Moons. If you could launch your slides and kick off when ready. You're good to go.
Okay. Good day, everyone. This is Abdullah Daad, CEO and founder of Munj's company. First of all, let me take you through Munj's journey. Munj's run two main products. We started in 2019 with Now by Munj's. So it's basically a B2C marketplace for home services. In 2022, we decided to pivot our business model by launching Connect by Munj's, a Saudi-grown SaaS as a unified platform for facility managers property managers, vendors, even homeowners or tenants, with a simple vision to automate any building, residential or commercial. So what's the reason behind this pivot? We are looking at the whole industry that the technology has just forget about it. It's not that people are not working hard. They are using a bunch of different tools that just don't speak the same language. We end up with these information silos, critical data just get lost, zero automation, and you will get the massive gap between the people who own the building, manage it, or even the people who live and work in it. 70% of building operation are still managed manually. And we can say those challenges, there is a huge opportunity right behind it. The traditional facility management market size is projected to reach more than 1.7 trillion USD by 28. If we're going to focus on Saudi market, is projected to hit 38 billion USD next year. Here, where it gets interesting for us, CAGR and the FM software market is over than 34%, with the projection to reach more than $70 billion by 2030. The global market, there are big names. They play major role like Maximo by IBM in this industry. They are limited to a large scale customer, deep customization, take a long time. They generate on average more than $200 million in ARR. Venture capital is flooding into this space. The market is huge and it's growing fast. So the solution is not adding another software. We need a single unified solution. So this is the vision. Our process will integrate it under the hood. We combine two major verticals in one single platform. Think about the facility management as the engine room, okay, and the property management or PM is like the front desk with a marketplace in between to empower our clients with integrated with any RB through our open APIs and AI enablement. We consider ourselves as the operating system for any building, like an OS in any device. So what make us differentiate how we differentiate ourselves from global players? Deep KSA localization, local cloud hosted data, and local support. We have a vendor marketplace with more than 150 suppliers creating a network effects. We are only the platform that puts FM and PM in one login. Zero local players do this. IoT and sensors integration and embedded fintech layer, all this inside one single platform. Business model, we generate our revenue through three main verticals. Our flagship is Connect, the SaaS platform, generate more than 65% of the total revenue, and the rest comes from the marketplace through connecting our clients with the partners. Now let's talk about the numbers. The machine that's already running, our SaaS revenue went from 92,000 ARR in 2022. Now in last year, we hit more than $2.2 million in ARR. That's 24x growth in 3 years. Our SaaS gross margin sits in 81%. We have more than 400 active accounts, over 7,900 active users so far, more than 35,000 commercial and residential units under management. The other remaining revenue out of the total revenue is 3 million coming from the marketplace, and its gross margin is around $500,000. It's represent on average 16%. Munjis Connect representing 82% of total company gross profit, and we have a clear path of profitability. Last quarter, alhamdulillah, we had the break even. Product roadmap has 3 phases. Phase 1, intelligence, which we are executing right now. Phase 2 is AI empowerment, and phase 3, scaling by expanding our marketplace and partners. We have big names, trust us, like Saudi Airlines and other big names. The client seeing a real result so far. The team with deep technical and operational experience powers.
We need to go ahead and move to your fundraise ask.
Okay. Okay, we are raising $3.5 million. It's a pre-series A round. 60% is already committed. The allocation is gonna goes to product technology, accelerating AI and IoT, vertical, fintech vertical, and market expansion. Thank you
Great.
so much.
Great presentation. Thanks. Bahar, did you have a question?
Yes, hello. So my name is Bahar Al-Harbi. I run Ventures by Startups House. We're focused on pre-seed and seed stage investment in Saudi and the region as well. Thank you, Abdullah, for the great presentation. I have a quick question. How do you attract companies, and what was the growth from a year to a year in terms of revenue?
In subscription basis, we closed more than $2.2 million in ARR in 2025. We focus on enterprise and corporate clients, especially facility management company, developers, and even commercial sector like McDonald's. They are one of our customers.
Nice. Thank you.
Great. Al-Hanaf, what is your question?
I have no question. All the best, Abdullah.
Thank you.
Thanks. Shailis, what is your question?
It's impressive in terms of growth. So could you maybe break down, is it the growth is primarily coming from commercial customers, and how do you see that sort of progressing? Is it local? Do you see, scaling and this current sort of ask, is that going to be mostly driven for expansion and tech?
The beauty in SaaS is we can operate anywhere. We just need to localize the product. We already expanding in Korea. We have been there for 4 months. Now we have clients in our pipeline. Our main customer is facility management company because they can generate for us more projects. They handled different projects, government sector, commercial sector. So they are our ICP so far.
Great. Thank you for that. Jack, what is your question?
I was wondering if you could expand on and congrats, this is awesome, like amazing story too, having the more consumer-facing marketplace and seeing that revenue contribution just overtake with the new commercial product. But sorry, excuse me. I was going to ask about the fintech enablement side. I saw on one of the slides you had payments in there, but just we were going pretty quickly. I didn't get to read all the bullet points. But is that purely payments? Because I think there is a lot of opportunity to layer fintech on here, and that could be a huge revenue driver, even if it was we're processing payments and taking 0.5%, because you become this big marketplace, right?
Yes. Yeah, actually, we empower our clients with payment requests so they can send payment requests to their end users, for example, tenants. So we empower them. We just generate a merchant ID for them, and we generate URL with white label for them in order to collect their money online. And for sure, we have transaction fees for every single transaction.
Awesome. Thank you.
Great. That's the end of our 10 minutes. With that, let's go to our next presenter. We have with us OftenTech. If you could launch your slides and kick off when ready.
Yes, of course. Thank you all. All right. Can everyone hear me? And
yes, we can. We see your slides. You're good to go.
All right, great. So I'll just give a quick introduction here. Hello, everyone. My name is Yasmin Ghanem. I am one of the co-founders of OftenTech. Today, I'll be presenting what we provide within the market. So just to give a quick brief here, OftenTech is a business that we've created to empower businesses with intuitive financial tools, providing real-time insights as well as AI-driven insights to help with any financial decision-making and enhance a company's drive a company's sustainable growth. So as for the challenges that we're tackling within OftenTech, it's the current lack of real-time insights, the financial insights, so they come but at a significant delay, and the very, very manual reconciliation processes that are currently happening that are very time-consuming, they're very error-prone, as it is subject to human error as well. And the inefficient forecasting methods that happen as a side effect of these two. So what our solution provides mainly is the automated bank reconciliations with ERP systems and the bank reconciliations with point of sale systems, where we're automating this whole process within our platform and integrating with both the bank side and the ERP side, and just having it basically seamlessly sync with each other. Another part of our solution, and this is something that we're striving to increase of, is providing financial analyses report. So we can do multiple KPIs and choose any KPI based on the financial data that's been provided and do our reports on that. And other than that, we can do financial forecasting based specifically on the historical data. And by tweaking some of the variables, we can check for what happens in the worst case scenario and in the best case scenario as well within our platform. And for the real-time, and we can also provide the real-time bank sync. So it's not going to take any time. If you need any bank records to be reconciled or just have a dashboard to view it, we can also do that within our platform as well. So as for how we compare currently to the market, we are currently the only ones that have integrated the use of AI in terms of providing suggestions and solutions. And you'd see that within our financial analyses report, in where we give a roadmap and actions on how to improve the KPI's performance based on the provided data as well. And we're the only ones that can provide SaaS on-premise, and one of the only tools that have actually integrated the use of AI, as well as financial statement analysis and integration with the financial systems within the local market. So we are a mainly B2B business, and our revenue is through subscription-based or fee sharing, and we already have subscription-based and integration fees, and we also do fee sharing with banks to incentivize increasing our customer base and for them to recommend us to their own clients as well. And the newer tool here that you'll see is that we've actually managed to clean up a lot of POS data within our systems, as I've mentioned before, within the solution section. As for where we're headed, we're actually aiming to coincide with the accelerating vision of 2030, in which the government has an imperative to triple the SME lending volumes. And by doing that, I think scaling this lending can cause a lot of low visibility, as it's like increasing by a very large amount. So we want to act as the risk mitigation layer here, allowing the bank to meet the government targets and lock in the corporate clients by providing direct ERP integration. So we want to provide eventually a no-exit workflow or a low-exit workflow in which we can all benefit and keep our clients within our clients actually, in this case. So as for our market validation, we've done some aggressive market validation within the past 2 years, actually, or actually, I believe it's 1.5 years. And we've secured more than 72 clients and $87,000 in client payments. And we have managed to do some stress testing in which we have reconciled more than 1 billion transactions and processed a lot of financial data. And within that time frame, we've also managed to create more than 10,000 KPI reports, financial analysis reports. So the market size, we're expecting it to go to 2.5 billion. I believe it will be increased and go higher than that within the next few years. And the needed investment, our ask, is $500,000 for 10% of our shares. And this is only possible with the help of our advisory board members and our team. And it's mainly Abdulaziz Al-Abaid, who is CEO at Chair Investments, Abdullah Jatlani, our angel investor, Nasser Shaman, who's a founder at Clean, and our great team made up of Mohammed Al-Noush, our CEO, Hamid Ibrahim, our CTO, Mubarak Al-Hajj, CFO, and myself as the product manager, with a combined experience of 36 years. So our achievements that we've actually managed to, I'm sorry, did you have a question?
I think we need to go ahead and move to our first question from the audience, or the panel. Al-Hanaf, what is your question?
Actually, I'm wondering if you will need a license, and if you could tell me more about the bank sync.
So for the bank sync, what we've done is we already have our partner, which is SingleView, that are providing us with the data. So are eventually aiming to get the central SAMA license, the Saudi Central Bank license, to be able to do that in-house. But currently we are have a partnership with SincleView to provide us that data, and we perform the cleanup on that data as well. And what we're doing with the Bank Sync is that we have a module that is within either Riyadh Bank, ANB, or Al-Rajhi Bank, the banks that are mentioned within the slide here, in which we can basically get the transaction records for the company accounts and then organize them within our own dashboard and send that cleaned data to the ERP.
Actually, I don't get it. I don't get it regard the license. Could you say that again, please?
So we are partnered with SingleView. It's one of our partners that are providing us with the data that comes from the banks.
Okay. So you will not need to get the license.
It's our aim to get the license eventually, but that's how we're currently working.
Clear. Thank you.
Thank you for asking.
And Jack, what is your question?
I was going to ask what kind of industry are your initial clients coming from, or is there any concentration? Obviously, 72. I don't know if you're counting some of and the banks are clients, right? But are you seeing any industry concentration? Because when I see these automated finance platforms, I've always had that thought that it'd be very easy to build something that works for one buyout firm or one venture fund, right? But then as things change, right, you can tweak things, but it's hard to imagine just all of finance is sorted out, whether you're doing LBOs or restructuring or whatever. But is there any industry concentration in your early clients?
That's actually a really interesting question. Something very funny happened is that we had a target audience of having small to medium businesses. But what actually happened is that it was contracting businesses or holdings that actually requested our services more. So it was more than holding companies and contractors that requested our services.
Interesting.
That's fine.
Great. Shailesh, what is your question?
So, I mean, I think you said you have about 72 clients and with 87,000 revenue. So, in terms of the revenue model, I'm a little bit not clear. So far, maybe you could explain, average sort of revenue and per client and sort of services that you talked about, whether you're building KPIs and other things. So is it built on the intelligence you provide, or how is that set up?
Okay, so we act mainly as a middleman between the ERP and the bank system or bank transactions. What we're doing is a subscription module, and this changes based on the number of features that our client requests. So depending on the bundling, we do change the prices. And to give you a more specific view on it, I will have to call on one of my colleagues, Mohammed Anoush, who's also in the meeting, if you can give a more specified answer to that.
Okay, thank you. Yes, we start by the May 2015, last May, because of the regulations of SAMA Bank. Our revenue model is a subscription. This revenue all from the subscription of our clients. Our subscription about $1,000 per year for one client for one bank. We are our business model, our pricing model is according the bank, the number of the bank for each client.
Okay, thank you for that. We are at the end of the time. Let's go to our next presenter, 21 Doctors.
Great, thank you for your time.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, let me to start presentation. Just if you can confirm that you can see my screen.
Not yet. We're looking for it. It's coming up now.
Yes, can you see it?
Still coming. We see it now. You're good to go.
Yes, this is 21 Doctors, the cloud clinics and AI solutions, the Arabic all-in-one digital growth, branding, and AI medical tourism. We are working B2B for the medical providers. When we talk about medical providers, about the doctors, clinics, centers, labs, and hospitals. Actually, the medical providers struggle with lacking tools to manage their digital presence. The medical providers cannot access white label platforms, no scalable digital infrastructure for the SEO and the medical tourism, and definitely the lacking of Arabic AI medical solutions. Our solution in 21 Doctors, all-in-one digital branding and growth. We provide customizable white label solutions, platform for the medical tourism. We are building in pipeline a platform for the medical tourism. And definitely we launched the Arabic AI medical solutions with two main services. Why Saudi Arabia now? Because the increasing demand for Arabic AI medical solutions, the Saudi vision was to support the health tech and medical tourism, and support for the healthcare sector, with a market size more than $240 million by 2029. Storage so far, we launched by the end of 2024 with 50 plus subscriber and $200,000 revenue. We hit break even in Jordan. We started in Jordan, but we moved the headquarters to Saudi Arabia. We got the MISA license and the CR. We are backed up with different accelerators in Saudi Arabia, Bluesome, TikTok accelerator, by Code Center, by recently we got investment from Atlaq Ventures, and we have a few partnerships in pipeline in Saudi Arabia. Our business model, we have two business models: the SaaS subscription, which is started from 5,000 riyal till 25,000 riyal. And we can provide, this is if you want to get on 21 Doctors platform, if you want to get the website with the AI solutions, and we can provide customized enterprise white labeling starting from 90,000 riyal. Our competitive analysis, we have direct contact with the providers, no commission, advanced system for the articles, blogs, article, and videos. We provide the AI medical solutions and customized white label and definitely the SEO solutions. The main founders, myself, with more than 13 years in the business development and engineering, and 5 years plus in the health tech business in Saudi Arabia. My CTO, the co-founder, she's 20 plus years in experience in the technical and SEO, with a variety of advisors in different in the healthcare sector and in the region. We are raising $300,000 divided in $50,000 each ticket. We already secured 3 tickets, 2 tickets with Atlaq Ventures and 1 angel investor for the sales and onboarding and targeted B2B marketing and few development and legal to hit break even and profitability in Saudi Arabia. And thank you for your listening. If you have any questions.
Great presentation. Bahar, what questions do you have?
From my side, I don't have questions. Thank you.
Great. Shailis, what question do you have?
Yeah, Osama, great presentation. So in terms of the medical tourism piece, could you maybe elaborate which are the clinics, hospitals that you're targeting? And is it a sort of a play where
we will start with Saudi Arabia and Jordan for internal and external medical tourism. By 2026, we will launch it in Saudi Arabia and Jordan. And we have a plan to expand for 3 other main countries, Egypt, Turkey, and India, because they are well established in the medical tourism by 2027. So we will start the medical tourism in the Saudi Arabia concentrating and Jordan, internal and external.
Is it focused on particular areas, whether it's,
yes,
it's market or
Yes,
Or
it's based on each market. Like in Jordan, we have like some operations is it's there. In Saudi Arabia, they have very strong internal medical tourism, but they are expanding for the external tourism now. Okay, for Egypt, they have some operations. We already studied that. For Turkey, different, and India, it's well established in that. So this is the five main countries we will expand the medical tourism for it.
yeah,
Yeah,
happy to
the
talk to you.
medical tourism. Yeah. We are ready, inshallah. We are ready.
Great.
Just set up a new meeting and we are ready. Thank you.
Great. Alanov, what question do you have?
What is your plan to acquire the let's say a large or huge number of clients? We know that health tech or the healthcare is a huge market, and especially here in Saudi Arabia, you will have a lot of competitors. So, how you will be different
Acquire them.
uh, sorry?
Yes, you mean the how we can, what's our competitive advantage in the market here in Saudi Arabia?
Exactly, and how you can acquire the clients.
Yes, you see the go-to-market and the acquiring the clients. First is through the SEO, the search engine optimization. We are developing search engine optimization, and recently we are developing AI engine optimization. So the B2B, they will reach us through the SEO and the AI engine optimization. The second one, we are doing B2B marketing in the social media. And the third one, through our network, we have on the advisory board some good people with good network in Saudi Arabia. And recently, we already agreed with the local CEO for Saudi Arabia. He is in the health tech business. Okay, but I didn't mention him in the pitch deck yet. Okay. And we have door to door, to be honest, medical sales. They go for the clinics and visiting the hospitals. We are starting with the small and medium at the beginning. We are not targeting the big at this stage. In the future, we will be able to target the big names through our white labeling solutions. For the SaaS subscription, it's small and medium. They will be listed in our website, 21 doctors / clinic X or Y or Z. But the big entities, they are willing to go for customized white labeling. We go with them as a web developer. So we customize their solution and we customize their AI solution in the medical solution. So we go with them for a white labeling. So this is the general over the next 2 years, the plan for over the next 2 years.
Clear. Thank you.
Great. We are at the end of our time. Let's go to our next presenter. We have Getter Yar. If you could launch your slides and kick off and ready.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My screen visible, right?
It's up now. You're good to go.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Abno Ramzi, co-founder and CEO of Tayyar. Tayyar, it's an EV fleet as a service. Let's take a look for delivery market. Every day or every month, fuel pricing is increasing. Also, you have an operational cost for onboarding and re-onboarding riders. And the churn rate, it's very, very high. Every rider generating 2.5 ton of CO2 every year, and market size around 800K riders across MENA region. What is our solution? We are offering swappable station and Capet. You have an electric bike with 180 kilometer per swap. When battery is empty, you go to Capet, switch, put your empty and get charged 100% battery. Okay, this is our solution. With 30% month over month growth, we achieved 1.3 million order since launching from January 2025. And now we have more than 700 riders operating on ground daily. Our clients, Talabat, Noon Minutes, and Amazon, they have an EV fleet target. Our impact for riders, we are cutting daily operational costs, and we're offering ride now, pay later. For platform, we are saving for transaction 5%, and EV riders stay longer. For environment, we are saved last year 310 of CO2. Tayar, totally asset light. We don't invest any money in bikes. How? We are building SPV model, crowdfunding, local investors collecting money and buying bikes through SPV and renting it or leasing it to riders. Okay, our founding team, we have 10 years experience in logistics, operation, and product development. By 2028, we are looking to have 12,000 EVs on ground across all these companies. Today, we are raising 1.5 on post money valuation 8.5, and we secured 500K from Launch Africa as a lead investor. Our roadmap, we are launching in Emirates this year. We're already close to launch within 2 months. Okay, and we are looking to expand to Saudi Arabia by next year. And by 2028, we will have 5,000 active riders on our books and 12 riders as supporting other 3PL and demand platform to shift to electric to EV. Okay, definitely future is electric. If you're looking to be part of our journey, scan QR code. Thank you.
Great. Let's have our first question. Jack, what's your question?
Hello, Jack.
Hello. Thank you for the great presentation, Abhinav. I have another example. Your SPV model of not buying the bikes, I think, is really interesting. And I've seen a few companies. Hall, you probably know Eddie Hernandez with SolarX. They were doing this with. I'm curious though, when I'm looking at one of those SPVs, am I investing in like Tayar, Abu Dhabi? Because with the energy thing, it would always tie back to a specific project. Or am I investing in like you're launching in Dhahran as opposed to Riyadh? Like, as far as the SPV goes, does my question make sense?
Okay, let's take for first about SPV. SPV, it's a very simple model. Local investor collecting money and investing in bikes and renting it to riders through SPV with IRR around 26% per year. Okay, why we are looking to do it? Because if we took bikes in our books, we will be very heavy. Okay, we are looking to compete in infrastructure. Okay, today you have in Emirates only Abu Dhabi have around 40,000 riders on ground using fuel bikes. Okay, and you have 4-year rule. After every 4 years, you must change your bike. So we have a very aggressive growing market, and we are looking to deep competing in infrastructure. Infrastructure, it's a main point in our model. Okay, for bikes, we are happy to take it out of our books through SPV. Okay, about second question, I forget it, to be honest.
No, I think that answers it for me. I was just confused. Am I like, as an investor to buy one of those SPVs, would I be teaming up with my friends and deciding, okay, we want to do 1,000 bikes, or would that be more of like a generalist pool that Tayar is entering Jordan, say, and that I could come in on that SPV and it was like country specific? But no, that's perfect. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Great. And Bahar, what is your question?
So a very interesting model. How many bikes do you operate now?
We have 700 bikes in Egypt, and we are close to launch in Emirates by next 2 months.
Okay, and how many SPVs you created to buy those bikes?
We have already one SPV. It's already ended with 100 bikes, and we have today active SPV with 500 bikes, and we already have local shops already invested as an only investor or individual investor, not through SPV.
So what's the appetite of the investor on the SPV versus the actual startup that you guys operate?
Okay, I need to split one point. Okay, we are looking for investors to invest in Tayar as an operational company. Okay, looking to compete in infrastructure. For SPV, appetite of investor, it will be individual investor have ideal cash. Okay, banks, debt ventures. Okay, and bike shop owners. Anyone individual have a ideal money looking to invest with high IRR.
Okay, so someone that needs to get certain amount to receive rather than capital, I would say appreciation. So different
Yes.
appetite. This is very clear. One last question. I'm sorry, Hal.
Go ahead.
I'm interested to know more. How does the SPV end?
SPV ending every 2 years. Okay, and we are not collecting, repaying money to investors every year.
So if I give you $1,000, how much you gonna pay me?
By 2 years, you will get 1,064.66 hundred.
1,066. Okay, got it. Very clear.
No,
Very clear.
1,660.
Again?
1,660.
Ah, okay, 1,600.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm so
Thank
sorry.
you. Thank you. No worries, no worries.
Great.
These are my questions.
Great. Shailesh, what is your question? And then we'll go to the next.
Yeah, just so in terms of the you said it was a pay-as-you-go model for folks who would take the bike. So in terms of pay, how does that work for folks who
Okay.
actually, yeah.
We have 3 revenue streams. First one from Talabat, Amazon, Noon, any company, demand company. Okay, commission per order around 40% of total rider salary per month. Okay, this is a commission model. First revenue. Second model, we are taking monthly subscription from battery around 120 USD. Okay, and third commission come from SPV. We are managing SPV. We are getting 15% by end of SPV as a management fees.
Thank you.
All right.
In first year, we are generating $1 million gross revenue.
Very good. I think that's the end of our time. Thank you so much for a great presentation and great questions. Our next presenter is AVA, Ava. If you could launch your slides and kick off when ready.
You skipped my questions, Hal.
Oh, go ahead, Alpina. What questions did you have
No,
there?
actually, I have a lot of questions, so I prefer to meet with you, Abu Onab.
No,
That's right.
yes. I will send email to you today.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Sorry
Thank you.
about that. Thanks.
Hello, everyone.
Go ahead.
Yes, this is Hassan, the co-founder of Ava. Okay, we work in vending machine industry. Vending machine industry have been in the market for more than 100 years, but yet in Middle East, we struggle with this industry. Simply because if I would like to start a vending machine company or like a washing machine, vending machine, I have to buy this machine for 10 times the price of normal machine, washing machine from China. And when I bring it here to Saudi Arabia, the maintenance will be difficult because nobody work on those type of machines. If my business failed, I cannot sell those machines. The other thing that I have to integrate those machines with payment solution. Sometimes it does work, sometimes it doesn't work. Here where Ava come. Ava empowering business with self-service unattended payment solution. Our solution is a simple solution. Those Apple Home and Google Home, you connect it with the smart switches and turn on those switches using your phone. What we have developed is an application will not turn on those devices unless you make payment. So you don't have to buy specialized machine as a vending machine. You can buy whatever machine from the market and integrate it with those solution, and it will work. Here how this solution work. So what we have developed is something like Shopify, but for machines. That's all. It was a simple solution, but we found out that the market really need this solution because it reduce cost, reduce headache, reduce maintenance. So the switch has been turned on. We have competitors, but most of them work with only vending machine. But the difference we made is that we can work with any type of appliances from the market. Our solution is based on setup fees and subscription fees for each machine inside our system. We started as a push strategy with Chinese manufacturer. So we work with more than 13 manufacturers in China. Then by 2024, we start to have revenue sharing with hotels. Last year, we start licensing our technology to payment solution. Today we turn on more than 3 million machines around the world, 35 countries. We made GMV of $14 million US, income of $2 million US. We make 200,000 transactions every month with 2K merchant inside our system. We pivoted several times. We will start to build our solution, then we focus on our system to run those devices. Today, we focus on hospitality industry because it's booming in Saudi Arabia, and we get a lot of clients from that, and they need our solution. We're looking to raise 1.3 million. We closed part of that round with plug and play in evaluation of $9 million. This is our team. We have approval from King Abdulaziz University to patent more than 7 patents with our solution. And that's all. Thank you very much.
Great presentation. Alanaf, what is your first question?
I have no questions. Thank you. I have met Hassan.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks. With that, let's go to Shailesh. Shailesh, what is your question?
Hassan, quite impressive. In terms of the current, what do you want to use this funding for? The 1.3 million is going to be to grow in the hospitality space itself. Do you see any expansion into medical facilities or other sort of?
Yes, we actually our fund will be for the system itself, because we are serving 35 countries today, but we are making all the money from Saudi Arabia only. And the fund that's why we get the fund from Plug and Play, and we was looking for strategic partner for this situation, because we want to expand worldwide and collect our money from everywhere around the world. That's why we established our entity in USA to start collecting all the money from those machine owners around the world.
Thank you.
Great. And Bahar, what was your question?
Thank you. No question from my side.
Great. Jack, what is your question?
You said you have you're providing service in, was that 30,000 machines across the world, or 3,000?
3 million machine around
3
the world
million.
using our solution. Yes.
What's the split there between like the Saudi ones where you're capturing revenue versus, I guess, rest
In
of the
Saudi
world?
Arabia, we have almost 10,000 machines connected to our solution. Mainly the 10,000 that we were working with them as a hotels, not as a merchant. As a merchant, there's a lot of merchants. They have their own machine, but this 10,000 only for hotels that partnering with us.
Gotcha.
So
That's it for me.
something like this one. So for example, this is in Marriott Hotel. They want to provide massage services inside the hotel, but they don't want those vending machine, bulky machine. They want something can fit the hotel industry itself. So that's why they use our solution. So something like that. This is for gaming. They use it for gaming inside the hotel industry. So they don't need an employee there. So they just print the QR, and those switches will turn on automatically once the user make the payment.
Very cool.
So
All right.
almost automating the whole industry of hospitality and gaming industry on all of those.
Great. With that, let's go to our next presenter. We have with us Rim Rubber.
Hi, team.
you're good to go.
Hi, team. Pleasure to meet you all. I'm Paul from Room. I'm an Australian that got lost in the Middle East about maybe 14 years ago now. I used to be an Oliver Wyman group, director out of Asia, out of Hong Kong. And I've spent a long time over in the Middle East. And I'm a massive motorsports and enthusiast and driver. So effectively, the tire economy is broken. Buying tires, whether you're a consumer, you're a business, on either end of the spectrum, is extremely fractured. For both parties, it's massively time consuming. The selection is really limited across different sectors, brand to brand, even when it comes to sizes. Particularly what we've noticed across the Middle East and the markets we operate, pricing variance is significant. Like we see about a 30 to 70% pricing variance based on consumer profiling, right? In terms of what they think you can afford based on what you drive into the center, right? And it's a pretty interesting scenario. So we built a platform for both mobile and desktop so that it enables customers to search, buy, and fit all from our platform. To date, we've done almost $4.6 million in revenue. We've sold over 33,600 tires. We started in the end of 2021 was our soft launch. We hard launched in 22. And why we win is that we hold no inventory, right? We sit in a space where tires are huge, right? They occupy huge amounts of infrastructure. We don't have to deal with it. We have actually the largest data set now across 4 countries in the Gulf, particularly related to tires and user data and specific changes. We leverage huge amounts of infrastructure across the countries we operate in. So right now, we have the largest service network in Saudi Arabia. I think we have about 160 different locations. And that's purely physical fitment locations. In addition to that, we have mobile service vans, tow truck partners, and all these other partners that kind of bolt into the platform. And we built the platform to scale across multiple countries, right? So we're already operating in 4 countries in the Gulf right now. We're leading an $18.5 billion market across the Gulf alone. We started in Bahrain, as I said, hard launch in 2022. We entered Saudi in late 2023, and we entered Qatar in early 2025, and we've recently just incorporated in the UAE. We have an extremely scalable model, which allows us to get operational within a month, within 4 to 6 weeks. Our model is pretty simple. Our average order value sits at about $600 US. Our aim is to go from the $2 million in revenue we generated last year, or 2.2 million we generated last year alone, of that 4.6 million to 15 million by the end of 2027. And we have a gross sales margin of 12% at the moment. And that margin we know is going to expand. It will continue to expand. We've already been looking at margin expansion and other ways we can increase that. We've identified those options. What we know is that to sell 25,000 vehicles in Saudi Arabia is not a difficult feat when there's over 20 million passenger vehicles on the road in Saudi Arabia. The other really important part of this is that we actually have established some significant partnerships from a distribution standpoint, right? So not only do we work with every single major importer in every country we operate in, we also collaborate with brands, global brands now, on marketing and all these other and other opportunities. So the doors are opening. We have the largest networks. We've now done API integrations also with insurers. A large insurer in Saudi Arabia called Tawunia. We're about to do an API integration with Uber locally in Saudi Arabia for their driver app. So we're leveraging our expertise in tires to drive it through API connectivity into other people's platforms through distribution to expand our reach. But the thing that we're really focused on is that we're the GCC's tire infrastructure layer, right? Like we have the data, we have the platforms, we have the access to the consumers, we have the access to inventory, and we also really drive the relationships with brands now. We're currently raising $5 million in 2 tranches. We're raising $2 million currently, and aim to raise $5 million over the next 24 months. with $2 million to date. We're going to be using that capital to accelerate our growth across the countries that we're in, and to 2 additional countries in the Gulf. The other 2 remaining countries are Oman and Kuwait. And then we're going to use it to also build out the platform and scale our marketing efforts across the region within the next 24 months.
Great presentation there. Appreciate that. Shailesh, what are your questions?
Pretty interesting model. Curious if there are other competitors like this.
Yeah, look, in the US, TireRack is, I think, the largest well-known platform in the US. They're recently bought out. I think they're doing about $500 million a year in revenue right now in the US, and they were acquired by, I think, Discount Tire. In Europe, you have Black Circles, which is bought out by Michelin Group. In the Middle East, there's no major player yet. It's the let's call it the battleground is still being fought. Our largest competitor in Saudi Arabia is the Al Rashid family, who own Tire EX, which is an Eastern Province-based company. They entered the UAE through acquisition of an entity that was operating in the UAE in 2 markets. I think just last year as we entered our 4th. And we've moved really fast. So in the UAE, we have one major competitor called Pitstop. They've been there the longest. I actually know the founder. We've met a few times. And, we've been exploring conversations. I met last week with the board of Deltacom AG in Germany, who are a massive 650 million euro a year business in specifically the tire space. And it's a very interesting, it's a very old industry that's not very attractive to a lot of people, unless you understand the sheer value of the items that are being traded. And this is kind of where it gets beautiful, because what we've noticed is the industry is coming to us now, right? In the region, and that's the hard part, right? The hard part is getting them to work with you. So, I'll leave it there.
Great, thanks. Alanaf, what question did you have?
Are you providing the services like the installation, and I don't know how do you provide the services, by you or by third parties?
Correct. So because we aggregate, right, we just signed a strategic partnership agreement with Petromin Express, which is a huge company in Saudi Arabia. They have over 900 service locations across the country. Next week, actually, we're about to launch 78 locations off the bat with them. So what we do is, in the physical space, from a fulfillment perspective, we have a huge physical service network, which you traditionally see. We vet those people. We only work with like top tier vendors. And then we also have partnerships with companies like Morni, where we're going to be bolting on tow truck services for emergencies. And we have remote vehicles, so that, and these aren't ours. Again, we own none of them. These are through partnerships with people that own these assets, and we bring them into the platform, right? And what that means is you can be anywhere, where you can book a fitment, you can request one to your home, or if you have an emergency, you can actually request a tow truck on demand to your site, to your location. So you don't have to worry about how it's going to be delivered. There's multiple methods to cover the consumers.
Could you repeat the name of the third party or the service provider, please?
Yeah, so Petromin Express, I think it's the largest in Saudi. So I think you hopefully you're aware of that. We work with Petromin Express is the largest. We also have Autobox, and a whole suite of other providers, right, that make out the physical service network that we've built, which is the largest in country now. But again, like I said, Morni is a tow truck provider that we're going to be bolting into the platform for the tow truck services. And we also have a partnership with Zajil Express to do a click and collect model, where we also drop off inventory to over 90 locations across Saudi. So we service remote areas that people don't cover as well. So again, we have a lot of partnerships in the 4 countries we operate in. UAE is just getting off the ground now. And yeah, it's been really colorful and exciting experience.
Thanks, Paul. All
You're
the
right,
best.
Eleanor. Thank you.
Great presentation, Paul. We're at the end of our time. Our next presenter is Sarsat X. see. Ahmed, are you here? Okay, let's move to our next presenter, Medex, M-E-D-E-X. If you can launch your slides and kick off when ready. You're good to go.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Ahmed Fathi, Master of Business Innovation and founder of Medex, the smart logistics network managing the pharmaceutical waste. The pharmaceutical market exceeded $1.5 trillion, but one of the most serious challenges caused by this sector is the chemical pollution caused by the unsafe disposal of the pharmaceuticals in garbage and sewage and other unsafe ways from houses and pharmacies. In Egypt alone, we have more than 25 million houses are disposing their medicines in garbage and sewage. And especially that we have 90% of our medicines are OTC. And also the packages of the medicines in Egypt and most of the African countries in the MENA region as well is not compatible with the treatment plan. That's why we have a lot of accumulated medicines in all the houses. Also, the pharmacists, they are facing a problem with unreturned expired medicines since 2008. That's why we have accumulated medicines in all pharmacies and houses as well. To solve this problem, we have divided our project into two phases and started in phase one with the pharmaceutical market, with the pharmacies network. Onboarding thousands of pharmacies together, enabling them to exchange their stagnant medicines together before reaching the expiry date, accelerating their ROI and reducing the accumulation of the expired medicines. And the second service is collaborating with the pharmaceutical companies to compensate the accumulated expired medicines in pharmacies in return for direct marketing and advertising from the pharmacist side to their items. And the upcoming service will be the group purchasing orders, increasing their ROI and their profits. The annual revenue streams in this phase, depending on or based on annual subscription and transaction fees from all the pharmacies we are onboarded. Being the first player in a market, in a huge market like this, in a specific sector like pharmaceuticals, wasn't easy. But we are still lucky that we still don't have direct competitors. But comparing with the current or recent solutions, we are with the lowest cost, offering full logistics, wide coverage, and site services, and the only eco-friendly solution. We have generated revenues out of only two services, and this revenue from the pharmaceutical and pharmacies network is expected to grow by 3x, reaching the break-even point by the middle of 2026. Starting or activating now the second phase, which is the households network. In Egypt alone, as we mentioned, 25 million houses are disposing their pharmaceuticals in garbage and sewage. Medex is using our pharmacies network to collect these unused and expired medicines from houses in return for direct incentives for houses to encourage them to get involved in our system. So talking about the flow, we collect the medicine from houses through our pharmacies network to Medex warehouse or our main store. And we start with recording the data first, then separating the medicines into two groups. The unused or the unexpired medicines, we totally donate them to the charities to support the needy patients under expert supervision. And for the expired medicines, we use technology and machines to auto-sorting the high-quality packaging materials like plastic, aluminum, paper, glass, and iron, and also recycling the herbal and powders in the animal feed and agriculture, in agriculture as well. Then finally, safely dispose the pharmaceutical ingredients with CSR reports supporting the taxes of the pharmaceutical companies dealing with us. In this phase, we are depending on waste selling and data analysis and annual subscription of the pharmaceutical companies. Walking through, we are expanding in more provinces while activating the households network and the waste recycling. we are raising $1 million to activate 25K pharmacies and 2 million in revenues. We have two MOUs for expanding in KSA and Oman, and currently we are expanding officially in Jordan. We have a professional team with professional advisors in all the important sectors for this project. We have a lot of partnerships and stakeholders from the government and the private sector, locally and internationally. And very soon we are going to announce our partnership with TerraCycle. We have Africa in several international forums with our impact. And that's why we always say that MEDEX is not only an investment opportunity, it's an invitation for all of us to work together for a better future. Thank you.
Great presentation. Shailesh, what is your first question?
Pretty interesting, Dr. Ahmed. Do you focus on specific particular medications, which again can be, whether it's the painkillers or which can be, or particular medicines that can be toxic, or if unused or waste, or you're just sort of collecting under your platform every medication that's in the pharmacy?
Yeah. Okay. First, before answer, I was expecting the first question will come from the doctor. So thank you for your question. Actually, we are focusing on all the pharmaceuticals, the unused and expired pharmaceuticals in the houses and pharmacies, but we are not focusing on specific medications, because the problem we are solving and the loss we have in the high quality packaging materials in all the pharmaceuticals, not only in a specific medications. That's why we are focusing on the whole pharmaceuticals.
And I missed, how much are you raising again?
We are raising $1 million.
Okay. Love to talk to you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
My honor.
Alanaf, what is your question?
Thank you, Dr. Ahmed. I have no question.
Thank you.
Okay. And Bahar, what is your question?
Dr. Ahmed, wallah, thank you for the good cause you're doing.
Thank you
I'm
so
also
much.
happy to talk after. Maybe I can introduce you to some passionate people within this sector as well. I have one question. It's maybe if you don't have the answer, it's okay. It's just to think out loud. It's a very interesting model that you're implementing within Egypt. I'm sure you had some few difficulties in terms of regulation. Would that be scalable? Especially, I'm talking about Saudi. And how could this be different from a country to a country over here in terms of different ministries, different authorities that are regulating the sector, and so on? I just want to hear your thoughts regarding this. I know it's still in the future, but I just want to hear your thoughts regarding this. Thank you.
Okay, so part of the answer, because we have received the first count of permission from the Ministry of Environment in Egypt. It's the first one in Egypt and Africa and the MENA region as well, which is collect and sort and recycling the pharmaceutical waste. And we represented Egypt in COP28 and met with the Saudi initiative, Saudi Green Initiative, and they are already proposed or offered to support having the regulations in Saudi Arabia, because in Saudi Arabia it's totally different, as you mentioned. But inshallah, we will be eligible to get all the permission in Saudi Arabia.
So my question, the push came from the environment, not from the health sector.
Mainly, it was from the health sector, but actually it's now the environment sector. Yeah, and we have awarded with 14 local and international awards in 9 countries. I think I remember 12 of them were focusing on sustainability and circular economy.
Okay. Thank you, Ahmed. I'm happy to talk after, and I have no further questions.
My honor. Thank you.
Great. And Jack, what is your last question?
So when you're doing the consolidation, and thank you, Dr. Ahmed, this is super interesting, but when you're doing the consolidation of, like, I'm a pharmacy, I've got stagnant inventory of whatever it is, Wegovy or something, and I'm moving it. You don't have to have any certain license to like ship the pharmaceutical products because you're just connecting pharmacy A to pharmacy B, right? Like you're in a very nice regulatory spot because you're not handling like HIPAA compliant, you're not handling patient data, having to worry about HIPAA, PII, etc. But you don't need anything on the logistics side to move things around, do you?
Yeah, actually, in Egypt and most of the MENA and Africa countries, we have to have a license of trading and transporting medicines before even connect two pharmacies together. So this was the first license we got from the government here, and expanding in Jordan, currently expanding in Jordan, we got the same license from the EDA, which is the Egyptian Drug Authority, and the same one in Jordan. But for the circular economy, we have to get to receive permissions from the ministries of environment.
Yeah. Interesting. So, yeah, that was my only question.
All right, yeah. Great. Thank you guys so much for a great presentation and great questions. Our next presenter is Darent. Darent, if you could launch your slides and kick off when ready.
Yes, hello everyone. If you can just give me please the permission to share the screen.
Let's see, we will do so.
You should have permission now.
Okay. Yes, hello everyone. This is Dr. Hanish Behi. I'm CEO, co-founder of Darent. Darent is an operation infrastructure for short-term rentals and accommodation in Saudi Arabia. Why today? Saudi is one of the fastest growing industry in the tourism. It's growing by 32% last year, and the government is investing $1 trillion to bringing 150 million visitors annually. Of course, there are big events is coming like Riyadh Expo by 2030 and the World Cup by 2034 and many others. I don't know if you can see the screen. So what is the problem that we are focusing? First of all, let me introduce you to myself. I'm Hanish Behi. I come from a real estate family in real estate development. I was one of the first actually hosts on Airbnb in Saudi Arabia in 2016. So I come from a background that understand the accommodation sector and one of the first hosts in the kingdom. The shortage of professionally managed accommodation is one of the biggest problems here in Saudi, and the lack of scalable operational infrastructure for the host, and there is lack of trust and insurance and regulatory readiness in the short-term rentals, of course. So what is the solution that Darent is providing? We upgrade supply with the professionally managed homes. We provide all-in-one operation system and managed services, and we enable insurance, fast payments, and fully regulatory compliance with the Ministry of Tourism. Our product is live. Please, next time when you're visiting Riyadh, and any of the 35 cities that we are in, use our code and book one of our 10,000 listing by 7,000 licensed hosts in Saudi Arabia. How is Darent unique? We have the marketplace and the property management, the host end-to-end PMS, and the full insurance. This is our managed marketplace rate, and we have the data layer and the AI tools to manage the properties. We take 28% commission on every reservation and 25 to 30% in property management for large real estate developers. One of them we have just signed this year, Roshan, and we have Rams Real Estate and Nayan also real estate, one of the biggest real estate in Saudi Arabia. Also our partners and investors. The market is huge. We're talking about $1.6 trillion market globally. In Saudi alone, it's a $5.6 billion market. Our traction, we launched in 2021 as a tech company. We became, then we grow fast, becoming in 3 cities. Our main metric in the industry is the number of booked nights. We started in 10,000 booked nights. Last year, we closed 30,000 booked nights, and this year we're going to be 90,000 booked nights. And we are reaching by 2030 1 million and a half booked nights. We have key partnerships in our company, like Dilip, Riyadh Season, WeBook, and Tawakkalna and Aguda, and we are working directly with the Ministry of Tourism to develop the industry regulations. We have a great team of 36%. This is an amazing team that worked with many startups like Oyo, Gathering, Fly-in, some of them Airbnb. I personally worked in the real estate and in the sector. We have raised more than $4 million from Ta'awuniya, the largest insurance company provider, and Morgan Stanley at the seed round. And we are now raising our Series A. We have secured 40% of it. We still have 6 million to go for our Series A, mainly for our expansion and the product development and the hiring. Thank you so much. If you have any question, we'd be happy to answer anytime.
Great presentation. Alanaf, what is your first question?
I have met Dr. Hanin before. All the best.
Thank you.
Great. Shailesh, what is your question?
So pretty impressive. And so do you partner with these? How do you get access to some of the homes, or how do you work with and continue to sort of, you obviously are maintaining some of these, but then you're adding as well, right? Could you speak?
Yes. We have, as I told you, and we are focusing on building not just the marketplace, many services under the marketplace, because it needs many services. So when we started with own properties. We started partnership with the real estate developers, because the real estate developers are looking for new revenues and how to enter a new market like the tourism sector. We started with one of the biggest, as I told you, Rams Real Estate and Nayan Real Estate. After the partnership, actually they become our investors, and we expanded with them. So as long as they're building new buildings, we're getting more.
Oh, keep going.
They're also doing directly events with the Ministry of Tourism to let's say encourage host and encourage locals to this market. And we have done many big initiatives with them about introducing this market for locals. And mainly, our last event was like 3 months ago. We had more than 100 hosts in just one city coming for that event. A new host, actually, we're interested into the market, and we are very proud that we started with hosts from the launching of their properties. So we started from them from the idea stage until also the big real estate developers. We partnered with them. As I told you, and we're focusing on these two sides. People who are individual, who are working with their own properties, and how can we help them and provide for them services that help them expand in the market, and with large real estate developers who don't have the time and they don't want to take all of that responsibility or take all of that, let's say, operation on their hand. We take that operation and we take 30% of that as a percent.
Thank you.
Great. And Jack, what is your question?
I was going to say, first off, love the name Darent, and thank you so much, Dr. Hanin, and the picture of Mariah there. I was going to ask about the insurance thing on your competitive analysis you had versus Airbnb and VRBO, full insurance. And I think like this is a market that there's still a lot of opportunity in, but I'm sure you get that question every time you pitch someone like, oh, well, how are you different from VRBO? How are you different from Airbnb? I think the insurance thing is something I'm kind of familiar with. Airbnb and VRBO. I think both offer, or maybe it's like one's $500,000 and one's $1 million in additional coverage on top of your homeowner's policy, and then like your homeowner's policy would kick in. But what exactly do you mean by the full insurance? And then maybe as an extension to that, if you could just throw out anything that like really, really sets you apart from VRBO, Airbnb, besides obviously like the regionality.
Of course, Airbnb have the insurance, by the way. And when I started 2016, I started with my own properties, and I had big accidents, to be honest, in the first 3 years. And when I
I've
was
been there myself, so
when I'm trying to recover my insurance, they were telling me that the limit in the region is not more than $1,000 per year per host per property. And sometimes it doesn't make sense. Yeah, sometimes you get a TV stolen, and sometimes you get something burned, and you need like more than 1,000 because when I was asking more, they didn't have any partners here, and they actually didn't expand. They didn't expand officially in the region. So I saw the opportunity that time. I reached out. It was actually a coincidence. I met the CEO of Taawuniya, the largest insurance company provider in Saudi, in an event. And I was pitching also. I was talking to him. And we were talking about how to launch a new product in the market in the tourism sector without any down payment. Because the available in the market that there is a down payment insurance for homes, but as a host who's managing 200 properties, 300 units. Are you going to do down payments for all of these units? It doesn't make sense. It will not make sense if you want to expand. So he was very excited, and we actually worked on that product more than 1 year. And after the launch of that product, we were started at that time with 100 properties from the marketplace, and we jumped to 1,000 after the launch of like 5 months. And it really, really was a great product. They just take 1%. And after the launch, actually, Taawuniya become the lead of our seed round investors. And after that, they become our main partners, to be honest.
Yeah, fantastic. Great partnership.
Yeah, great questions, great answers. Thanks so much for the presentation.
The cover of insurance is covering more than 1 million per reservation.
Okay, very good. We now have come up our final presenter of the day, Balur. If you can launch your slides and kick off when ready, you'll have 5 minutes to pitch, 5-minute Q&A. After this, we'll ask each of the panelists which of the deals they saw today they found most interesting, and we'll look forward to their answer. Go ahead and kick off when ready.
Can you see my screen?
It's coming. You're good to go.
Great. Hello, everyone. My name is Abdul Wahab. This is Bellora. As Bellora is basically sits between the restaurants and the food delivery apps. And as someone coming from the same industries, post-COVID, online sales has become more and more primary sales revenue stream for restaurants everywhere. Even if it's the US, Europe, UK, Southeast Asia, or especially the MENA region here. And you might tell yourself that restaurants are doing extremely well. However, it is a bit more complex because restaurants are not making much profit. And this is because they have to spend more than 50% of their sales on commissions, marketing expenses, and also refunds and disputes. On top of that, they face a huge competition month over month from new players, especially from virtual brands. And this makes selling food on delivery apps hard. And it's hard if you want to keep doing it profitably, of course. And most of the online sales right now, more than 95% are coming from delivery apps. And it's only getting worse because more than 50% of their GMV, of their sales are being spent across discounts and ads tools with a poor return on investment. And on top of that, more than 8% of their sales are lost from disputes and error charges and refunds. So the question becomes, how can I grow more profitably on delivery apps? With Bellora, we know how. Bellora is an operating system that automates all the revenue and marketing actions for restaurants, cloud kitchens, and also multi-brand operators to ultimately grow profitably on the delivery apps. So how it works is basically all your delivery apps, all your brands, all your branches and locations into one unified system, and then we extract you the data and gives you all the insights needed across the operations, across the marketing, across the revenue management. And we also automate all your marketing campaigns actions. So you can launch create, and also optimize and cancel all your marketing campaigns. And on top of that, we also recover your lost revenue from disputes, so that you can submit all your claims, all your evidence for the error charges, and then you ultimately recover more than 75% of your lost revenue back into your accounts. And we ultimately boost your sales and profitability. So we sit in the as a first mover advancing in the region. We uniquely positioned to optimize we call it the pre-order journey, and also the post-order journey for restaurants. And we mainly work with restaurants of all sizes, but mainly with multi-chain restaurants and enterprise accounts, because we deliver a great value for them. We recover more than 75% of their lost revenue, cash backed into their accounts. We give them better marketing ROI, talking about 4 to 6x ROI, and also on top of that, a 30% extra sales. Our business model is mainly a subscription SaaS based on a monthly, quarterly basis, and on top of that, we take a commission out of the recovered revenue from disputes, which is around an average of 25% of the recovered revenue we do for restaurants coming from the third-party delivery apps. We are targeting mainly the MENA region, Saudi, the GCC, and also a targeted countries in the MENA region, talk about Egypt, Jordan, Morocco, to reach more than 100 million ARR in the coming 4 or 5 years. So we started before 1 year and a half.
We are at the end of our time. If you go to your fundraise ask.
Yes. Let's jump into the fundraise. Where is right now actually 1 million. Most of it, more than 90%, is already covered. This is Ballora in a nutshell. Thank you.
Great presentation. Shailesh, what is your question?
So currently, have you got partnerships with smaller restaurants, bigger restaurants? How are you set up? I think you said 210,000. Is that the revenue?
I mean the restaurant sizes or something else?
Yeah, with the restaurants.
Yeah. So basically, we work with, as I said, multi-chain restaurants. On average, we see one brand with 10 locations or 10 branches, but we also see we have groups with over 500 locations and branches as well. So this is if it's more branches, more locations, it means more complexity that they want to resolve. Yes. For the, I think you asked for the revenue as well. So we hit more than actually 400 at the end of 2025 in ARR. This year we're targeting 2 million USD in ARR as well.
Okay, and Alanaf, what is your question?
Hi, Abdulwahab. Actually,
Hi,
my question is, what is your future plan in terms of the product? So, are you planning to build a whole ecosystem, let's say, instead of a product or like a marketing product, or are you planning to become a POS like Forex, etc., or you don't want to be or you don't want to competing with existing POS systems?
Yeah, actually, we are looking into the market from a different angle. So basically, when you look at the industry, you have POSs and you also have delivery apps. But the gap we are seeing is mainly on the online sales part. So we're gonna double down on that because it's not only marketing. We are doing, of course, marketing management across the food providers, but we're also doing a revenue management and also dispute resolution, which is the disputes that we are recovering for restaurants. Um, for the upcoming quarter, the main issue that we are seeing right now is how the users can build their growth strategies and then execute that strategies by themselves. So it's mainly a human-led insight. They need to understand what are the opportunities in the market, and then they can execute. However, we are shifting this into our AI product to become the core system to as an autopilot for them to execute those actions autonomously.
Great. And Bahar, what is your question?
I have can you take me through a simple journey of me being an owner, and how should I register if I have multiple options? Like, for example, I operate my own brand, I have multiple brands in one store and so on.
Of course. So basically, mainly right now you have, imagine you have accounts across Hungry Station, Kita, Jahez, the chefs, and so on. And you have multiple brands, you have multiple location. Each location has its own account. So we basically connect all of that into our system. And then you can manage all your online presence through Bellora. You can launch marketing campaigns. It's like launching marketing campaigns on Meta or Snapchat or Google Ads. You're doing the same concept, but it is in-app ads across the food providers. And the other issues, as I said, the dispute resolution. They're losing a huge money from refunds and compensations. But from Bellora, you can automate the evidence submissions, and you can track and recover those lost money back into your accounts.
And you have APIs connected directly to that?
Yes, fully integrated.
And
with the delivery.
it should be managed by the which part of the team?
We have a customer success managers right now.
Okay.
But part of the onboarding is to hand over and educate the client on how to use the platform. And we also have an inbuilt academy inside the dashboard as well.
And what's the conversion rate from every like if you meet with 100 restaurants, what's the conversion rate for that?
So out of 10, we usually convert 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10. Okay, thank you.
4 out of 10 right now. Yes.
Thank you. All the best.
So we are at the end of our time for the questions and answers. At this point, I'd like to ask each of the panelists, which did you find most interesting? Shailis, can we start with you? Which one stood out to you the most?
For me, I think there was several really good ones. Personally, coming from the medical side, I like MedX. I think there's also interest in talking to Ava for me.
Okay, very good. And Alanaf, which ones did you find most interesting?
Actually, I want to understand more, let's say, Authentic and Tayyar.
Authentic and Tayyar, right? And Jack, what stood out to you? What did you find most interesting?
Also found MedX to be fascinating. I think there's just a lot of opportunity there. Rim Rubber as well, Paul. I think like amazing, just niche market. You're the expert in it, but some similarities between MedX and Rim Rubber, honestly. But also really like Moonge, just blends in with my personal background a little bit. And Kids AI, I mentioned. I think everybody could tell I was a fan of that one. But education reform, I think we're a little bit behind here in the US on thinking about it. So I always like companies in that sector.
That's great. And Bahar, which one stood out to you?
Without saying one in precise, actually there are a few that are interesting to talk to. Medics, 21 doctors, that in terms of healthcare. Tayyar, they're doing something, we'll see how scalable. authentic as well. There are a few.
Very good. All right. Well, thank you so much. We will be glad to help make introductions. You're also free to reach out as everyone's email is in the calendar invite. You're welcome to in your change as well as you would like. We want to, at this point, want to thank Mustafa Shahad for helping us put this all together, and for Jack Whelan for his support as well, and for all of the people, Badr and others on the panel that helped us with the organizing this event and pulling it together. I want to thank all the presenters for doing great presentations. I'm sorry I had to cut you off, but it was a lot in a short amount of time. But I think we did cover it. And then with that, wanted to thank the investors for their good questions. And if any investors are in the audience, I can always connect you as well with any of these deals if you would like. Please reach out to me and let me know, and I'll reach out to you to check your interest also. With that, we're going to wrap it up for today. We'd like to thank it. Mustafa, did you have any closing thoughts?
Just wanna thank you all. Thank you, Jack. Thank you to all investors and all presenters, and appreciate your time. Very interesting to hear all those amazing ideas and startups and businesses. So yeah, we will follow up with an email as Hall mentioned, and yeah, we will have another round. Definitely could be in June. Yeah, we will see.
Great. And Badr, any closing thoughts from your side?
Thank you so much. Thank you all. Thank you, Mustafa. Thank you. Thanks for all the investors and the presenters. Shout out to the Saudi SME Authority for supporting us in being an aggregator and collecting this quality deal flow. Looking forward for the next session, and hopefully we get good impact.
So too, Jack, how about you? Any closing thoughts?
No, just thank you for everybody, especially the presenters for coming out today. Hall, thank you so much, and Mustafa for organizing. Great job, everybody, and looking forward to kind of seeing this evolve as we kind of do the future sessions.
Very good. With that, we're going to close it out for today. Thank you guys so much for all your support and all your hard work. We appreciate that, and we'll be back soon with another round. With that, we're going to close it for now.
Bye-bye.